Hi, Rich with our little homestead, and bad news on the homestead. Our freeze dryer, which was exactly 60 days new or old to us, all of a sudden, in the middle, well, not in the middle, at the end of a run, the touchscreen was unresponsive and then it went black after a reboot restart. So, 2 weeks later, after a phone call and another phone call, and then a phone call back from Harvest Right, they sent me a new, hopefully, this is what they sent us. Let's see here. I'm gonna have to get scissors. Maybe. Might come out. I'm scared to open it. This will be the longest part of the video. Me opening and breaking the replacement parts. Alright, time in. So, we ran the hell out of that freeze dryer, pardon my French. But, like I said, it was only 60 days old to us. It was manufactured in July. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, July or August. And already it has failed on us. So what we have here looks to be our new USB. The technician I talked to, I think his name was Caleb, was very responsive to my requests, so I can't knock them anywhere. But I am not a certified service technician for the Harvest Right company, and I'm about to, in the next day or two, walk everybody through my trials and tribulations of tearing apart this $3,000 freeze dryer, putting in a new USB because ours apparently was bad. So there's that jazz. And this should be our new touchscreen. And I can't say I'm real pleased with the product at this point, but there's that. That is our hopefully new and improved touchscreen, which I will also be installing. And I don't know. Let's see. Dream come true / nightmare. I don't know. We'll find out soon. But you guys are gonna go through it with us. I posted on the Retired at 40 freeze dryer group on Facebook, and I was shocked at the amount of people that were having issues with their new freeze dryers. So, not that we have a large following of people, watching our videos or whatever, but buyer beware. Right now they're going through some growing pains, and I'm not saying it's Harvest Right's fault or anybody's fault necessarily, but I go tear apart my new refrigerator that I got from Samsung to replace a part in it. It voids my warranty. And with Harvest Right, you are the service technician. So when you buy this piece of equipment, if something goes wrong, you're going to be fixing it. Or your cousin or nephew or aunt or sister or, whoever's mechanically inclined in your family will be fixing it. I'm fairly mechanically inclined, so I think I can plug in plugs and unscrew some screws. But we'll see what happens. That's all I got. Here we have the back of our Harvest Right freeze dryer. Just gonna need one little simple tool to get that off. It's an 8-inch Allen wrench. Some of you might have it on a screw gun or whatever, but this is the only thing I got in that size. And really, it's pretty simple. Just going to unscrew all of these screws. One important note is, however, there are these two screws down here on the bottom. Do not remove those as of yet. So as you can see, they're in set there, and all these other ones that are along here, these will all be removed to get the back cover of your Harvest Right freeze dryer off. I'm not going to bore you with me Once I get it off, I'll show you how to get the top off. We're down to our last screw. And one thing you want to do is obviously hold on to this panel because there's nothing now. We're down to our last screw. You need to hold on to the panel because obviously there's nothing holding the panel on there. And there goes our panel. And that there is the back or inside of said freeze dryer. Well, a couple important notes. Take the power plug out of the freeze dryer. This is pretty obvious. I unplugged the pump, undid the pump. It's just going to get in my way. And I also tucked the drain valve just up into the machine. So, and we're just going to do a little tug there. The top of this bad boy comes off. And those two screws I told you not to remove when you're taking off the back panel. You can see those there. Again, it's just the 1/8 inch Allen wrench. We're going to remove those now. We're removing the two screws to the power supply. And the only reason why we're doing this is because we have to get to a screw right here to remove the side panel. Otherwise, if we just had to do work that was on top of the machine, whatever, a board, I don't know, whatever, you wouldn't have to remove this. But this is just another step. We're not going to disconnect the power supply. We are merely just going to tuck it inside the machine. If I could get, I hate these little Allen wrenches. They're just like the worst invention ever. I cannot stand Allen wrenches. I can't stand Allen head bolts. I hate it when things come in the mail from Amazon that have to be put together with, you guessed it, an Allen wrench. I guess I could buy the screwdriver attachment, but it seems like too much sense. So there we successfully removed the top, the rear panel, the power supply, and then we're going to remove the side panel now as well. To remove this panel, you have to remove a Allen bolt from in here, Allen nut bolt. And then if you look up here, we have one here and here. Both of those are different sizes. You'll need a Phillips head screwdriver to remove this one, and the same Allen wrench that we used to remove the bottom corner. I don't know what size it is. 1/8 inch was the rear. And then you just kind of give it a heave ho. There's little clips here that hold it in on the side. And shall we take a look at the Homestead freeze dryer? There's, I mean, really not a lot to it. 2 motherboards, a power supply, a drum, looks like a fan, and a vacuum. A little bit of copper, the iron pipe.